NBC2 proudly presents Valley Showcase with your host, Doug Edge.
Good Friday morning to you. I am Tim Sanders today filling in for Doug Edge on the Valley Showcase. We have our guests with us this morning. We've got Jamie from the United Methodist Village in Lawrenceville, Illinois. Jamie, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to talk about Respite Care. It's a short-term program we have at the village.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the program of Respite Care? Well,
basically, Respite Care is for people who maybe have an elderly relative that lives with them at home, or maybe somebody that they have that is a still elderly relative that lives maybe on their own, but they have to pretty much care for all themselves, that they really rely on that family member. The short-term care program works because if people need a break or if they need to go on to vacation but can't bring their elderly parent with them, then that's where we step in. Respite Care is a minimum of 7 days to a 13-day period where we can take care of your relative for you.
Okay, what are some of the criteria or requirements for this program?
Well, basically, there's, not a whole lot that goes into it. It's going to be the same kind of admission as we'd have for a regular resident, and basically, you would want to think of it as your parent or your elderly relative going on vacation too. You would want to pack the same things like their medications. They're going to keep their same doctor, so if they have any doctor's appointments while you're away, that we can take them to those for a small charge. But they get all the meals, they get all the activities. So pretty much you just want to act like that they're going on vacation too, but just separate from you. We do have an assessment process that we go through and a background check, and then there's of course an admission process. But it's something that you definitely want to plan ahead for. You can't just say, oh, we're going to go on vacation and drop them off the next day. Okay,
and if someone lives in Indiana and you guys are located in Lawrenceville,
right.
Can they come on over to you guys and use that at your facility as well?
Sure, absolutely. Since it is a short-term care program, it's private pay only, so they can come on over. There's no difference between the different states for that, and they have different options of a private room or a semi-private room.
Okay, and if someone wants to use the program, how much lead time do you guys need for this?
I would say, between what we need and between probably what you need to get everything ready with different documents for making sure they have their immunizations and their physical done and getting their medications in line, I would say at least give yourself a couple weeks leeway before you start planning a trip, just to make sure that you've got everything in line, that we can get everything that we need to get done before they come in.
Okay, and if they say they stay there for a while, for the 2 weeks or whatever, what happens if they end up wanting to stay there for a longer term?
They can absolutely do that. Once the 13-day period comes for the maximum, we would just admit them as a regular resident if they did enjoy being there.
Okay, and where can they get some more information about this program?
Actually, if you go to our website at umvillage.com, or you can call Frida at 618-943-3347.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your facility. You said you guys have some prices that you've dropped on some of your rooms as well. What are those prices and
actually,
rooms?
That's for our independent living. It's our rental units for seniors 55 and over. We just, as of January 1st, dropped our prices considerably. We have a few units left. We basically have apartment building, we have villas, which are kind of like townhomes, and we have cottages that are like freestanding homes.
Okay. Do you guys provide meals and everything for them?
Yep, there's an option. We do have a fully functional kitchen in your unit, but we do provide meals and activities and different services like that. But it's a nice little community back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about the facility? Anything that's people should know about?
Well, I think that one thing that I hear the most from people that come on tours for our independent living is that, sometimes they're a little bit hesitant because they've lived in their home for 40 years. I think that a lot of people that I've had have liked that they have come there and wish they would have done it sooner, because they get around people that are their age or going through the same things that they're going through, and they don't feel as isolated because they can choose to either be social and be a part of the activities or part of the community, or not. So they can choose whatever they want.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get that information on the screen there. It's 1616 Cedar Street in Lawrenceville, Illinois. Phone number, can you give that to us real quick?
618-943-3347.
All right, the website's on the screen as well, and all the information there is for you. If you're interested in that program, sounds like a great idea. If you're planning a vacation or trip, they can go over there and visit for them and have their own little vacation getaway with you guys. Thank you. All right, we're now Joined over here with the Lincoln Trail College, and we've got Coral with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your Student Advantage Network program. What does that entail?
We are a federally funded TRIO program, and we are refunded every 5